next day, and all my roommates are here. So I'll try and make this quick, try and stay a little bit quiet, and if any of them make a cameo, well then, you guys get a chance to see my roommates a little early. Also know that I just got off work, so 6 hours today. May not seem too bad, but it was pretty much just straight on, and it was really tiring and exhausting. So I'm really tired right now. So I'm just trying to make this video, edit it, and get it on as soon as I can. It might not even be till Monday, and I'm terribly sorry, guys, if I get this so late as then that you have to watch this first time on Monday. So I'll try and get this up by tonight, which is Sunday. Probably not going to happen because I'm just too tired and I don't want to do anything. So, the next few chapters of the book, they pretty much describe the downfall of Rudy Steiner, which is incredibly depressing, because Death pretty much guides us through what happens to Rudy that leaves him pretty much dead at the end, and that's never good. I mean, day after day, he's just defeated emotionally and physically, and just never gets a good victory. And as explained at the end of the part, with saving Lysel's book, The Whistler, he revels in this victory of reclaiming this book from the Amber River that's pretty much frozen. Um, so, okay. So pretty much it starts off with Rudy's youth camp group team thing that they have, the Hitler Youth Group. Um, Tommy Mueller, the guy with the twitch with the bad ears, is getting picked on by the leader of the group, and Rudy Steiner steps up and helps Tommy Mueller and says, "This guy has a problem. Don't just take it easy on him. Come on." And Rudy and Tommy both get punished and have to do laps and extra drills and sit up there in the rain and all this kind of stuff. So that's just the first part of what happens to. It's the first part of what happens to Rudy Steiner. Another thing that happened to Rudy Steiner is that the the new Arthur Berg, the thief who ran the little group of thieves into the farms and the factories to steal food, and there's a new guy who's the leader of that group. His name is Victor Schemmel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because it sounds like chimney. Um, he's the new leader, and he's pretty much just a jackass. He's a kind of a rich guy who steals because he can steal, not because he has to, not because he wants to, because he can. And he bosses people around because he enjoys it. He's that kind of person, egotistical person who really does not really have a good moral or anything like that. Another thing that happens in the middle of this is Max Vandenberg's new book that explains pretty much his life in like one short page story after another page story, and Lysel finds it in Max's arms while she goes downstairs and he's asleep in the basement, and she finds it and looks through it and sees a bunch of images that she really doesn't like, and she puts it away scared, and Max Max wakes up right when Lysel puts the book back, and it just scares the crap out of Lysel, and she leaves the basement. And so another thing that Rudy does with Lysel is Lysel and Rudy wants to get a personal victory for himself. Like I said previously, he's just been beaten down and hit down and no success anywhere, no personal victories, nothing like that. So he tries to get himself personal victory and try to steal something. He enlists Lysel's help, for both of them were big thieves together, and they pretty much love each other. And the next couple days, they can't find anything to steal, and they go around searching, but they can't find anything worth stealing. So finally, Lysel perks up and says, "Maybe we can go to the mayor's house." So Lysel leads Rudy to the mayor's house, and there's normally a window that's left open, but this time it wasn't. So Rudy was like, "Ah, no, whatever. It's never going to be open, so we might as well just give up." But they keep going back day after day, and finally the window is open, and so they wait for the perfect time, and Lysel sneaks in. However, Lysel isn't looking for the same thing that Rudy is looking for. Rudy's looking for food or anything of personal victory to him. Lysel is instead looking for The Whistler, the book that the mayor's wife had first intended to give to Lysel, originally just give to her as a present and a I'm sorry present for firing Rosa. But that's what Lysel wants. So she goes into the mayor's house and goes immediately to where she knows it is, but it isn't there on the bookshelf. She eventually finds it on the desk, right when the mayor and his wife are coming down the stairs, and she's about to be caught. So she quickly makes a mad dash out of there with the Whistler, and escapes with Rudy. Everybody's kind of happy. I mean, Rudy doesn't appreciate that Lysel never went for food, but Lysel is happy that she got the Whistler and that all that is good. However, at the end of this chapter, we meet up with Victor Schemmel again, who I personally hate this guy, but I can't say anything because it's just a book, and I can't punch him in the face because it's just letters, it's just words. This asshole takes the Whistler from Lysel, throws it in the river, and Rudy goes and gets it. Lays in the river for a lot longer than Ruby, and possibly dies. At the end, the frozen motives of Rudy Steiner. After months of failure, this victory was his only chance to revel in some victory. Such a position of selflessness was a good place to ask Lysel the usual favor. How could she possibly turn him down? How about a kiss, Stalmech? And that's pretty much part 5. It ends with that, and that's really... I don't know how to feel about this. I just really don't like that part so far because it's just a lot of sadness and a lot of punch in the face. But I guess every book has to have some of that somewhere. I just didn't appreciate that it was all right there with pretty much the explanation of the death of Rudy Steiner. If not now, then in a while. With Victor Schemmel and Rudy's youth leader and Max writing a scary book that Lysel read. Just not really appreciative at all. It's a good book. It's a good book. Every word I've read has been fantastic. Every part I've read has been fantastic. But just this part was probably my least favorite because of how sad it was. Just how, like, everything is just piling up at once. And nothing's going anybody's way. And Rudy's taking everything, hits left and right. Lysel isn't happy because her mom got fired and she's no longer able to see the mayor's wife. She's about to lose Rudy, and who pretty much who she loves in like a friend kind of sense. So she loses her, and so she loses him, and it's just a whole bunch of sadness. And what I'm hoping for the next part is to see a bit more of happiness, I guess. In the next part, it does say Death's Diary, so I'm actually really excited about that. Death's Diary, Death is the narrator, so we get to see a bit more about him. The next book, The Nightmare of a Jewish Corpse, a newspaper sky, and a final kiss on poisoned cheeks. I think that's a quote from the first chapter of this part. And that's when Rudy dies. He explains death, die, words come out like that. So, why? Why did this have to happen? Alrighty, guys. I'm sorry this is going to be up so super late. I'm sorry I'm so super tired. But I just had a lot going on this weekend. By a lot, I mean procrastination. I had a lot of homework on Saturday while nobody was here. And Sunday was pretty much a whole work day, so I relaxed in the middle of my 2 shifts, so I didn't get anything done today, except for this, so I feel personal accomplishment just getting this done. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next week, hopefully with better audio quality, maybe a better camera. I'm talking to my roommate about microphone, so I'll see if I can get something like that to work. See you guys next time.